Hello guys, hello my beautiful people. Remember on our previous video we were creating a mobile application, and today I wanted just to complete that application. Our objective today is to come up with an API, because initially I had told you all applications consume APIs, and I thought what a beautiful way to create an API using an easy platform that you all remember, you can understand, using Laravel. So first of all, we are going to create a post. Let's use a post, either a blog application on Laravel, and then it is going, now our application on Ionic framework is going to consume the post. Also, we can include the login and logout, but first I just want to show you that this mobile app consumes APIs. So without further ado, let's jump into our Visual Studio Code, my favorite editor. Let's write the first code on Laravel. We are going to call it an API. So the project is going to be called mobile app API. cd dot dot. Okay, not even cd dot dot. We're going to just type Laravel new. Laravel new. Mobile app API. So this is going to consume, this is the API, this is going to be our database function that is going to consume, that our mobile app is going to consume the APIs. You can take a few seconds, a few hours of your time, go through Laravel, its documentation, and it has a very good a number of users online who can help you solve. So as a developer, you won't be stuck in one platform. So basically you have to learn myriads of at least learn some languages, so that you don't get stuck with one language. So with this, let's give it a second to install. As you can see, it is just going to take like less than 5 to 10 seconds, and then we are going to dive into that project, and we are going to create an application for a consumer application, an API consumer application. So before to forget, remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on this amazing knowledge. If you're a student just want to learn, this is the best way to learn. It's just to follow and see what other people are doing. Also, they say that you can learn through seeing by example. So this is an example of what we are doing, and it's live. We are coding live. So it's going to take a few seconds to install. Just taking some few seconds to install, and then I can do this. I can open new window, and then that window I'm going to open that Laravel project. So we go through the folders. Open a folder, it is on XAMPP. It's called mobile app API. Okay, then you select that as we wait to complete, because it has been installing on the other side. Let's give it some time to install. As it installs, let's go through some of the filing and folder structures. So it normally uses a concept of model, views, and controllers. The models are where you're going to write your models, and then the views are inside resources, and then inside resources you have the views. The views, you can see we have a welcome view. Welcome view is responsible for the first page on that Laravel application. So first and foremost, let's just do that. We can see it is let's see. Let's just take a look and see if it has already installed, because it has completed installing. So I can close that window. Okay, let me close this window. Close window. Close that window, and then now let's go into our Laravel API. So first and foremost, I'm going to open my terminal. So you're going to go, if you want to check if it is working, you just write php artisan serve, and then you're going to look at it on port 8100. So with that port 8100, you can open it. Yeah, that is a Laravel project. That is, now you have opened a Laravel project. You can install Laravel Breeze to have the look and feel of login and logout for your application, which we can do that. You can just use the documentation, because it's Laravel 10. You go direct to starter kits, and then you install Breeze. So basically what you're going to do, you are going to type Breeze install. Composer require Laravel Breeze dev, and then it is going to install the Breeze. Okay, it's going to take like a second, so that you have now the login, the profile, the user profile on your application, which is going to take like less than a second. And then you are going to use php artisan breeze install. So this one is going now to install the necessary files, the necessary views and everything. So I'm going to select blade, which is 0, and then I say, do you want to support dark theme? Right now I don't want to support dark theme, because I have already the dark theme, so sometimes it's hard for me to look at it, so to see it, because my PC is on the dark theme. So I say no for now. I'll just say no for now. PHP unit, no for now, depending, but you can still install them for PHP unit testing. So we give it a second to install, and then so let's dive right away. Let's create the models. Now we're going to create a model, a view, and a controller for post. So basically on our application we need to have a post controller that is going to hold all the posts. So this information will be stored on the database, most preferably on the database. So you're going to open a new terminal. Let's use that one. As that one is installing, we are trying to multitask. You're going to write php artisan make migration, create posts table. So this one is going to hold all the posts. Okay, so it's going to, so you have a migration there. You can open that migration and see. So in this migration you are going to have title and details. Okay, either you are going to have, now you are going to have two tables for title string, and then text for details or body. Okay, basically we just want to have the title and body for that, and then we are going to make a controller, php artisan make controller, php artisan make controller post controller. So post controller is going to hold the post CRUD functions, where you're just going to open it right away. Post, by the way, should be post controller, so I'm just going to rename it post controller, then just rename it post controller. I don't want it to be S. At this point, we are going to create the CRUD functions. CRUD functions, we have the create. Let me just write it under the commented section. Create, update, read, update, delete. So for create, we have the index, public function index. This is going to call all the posts from the database. Public function create, public function read, show, public function delete, destroy. Let me use destroy. So all these functions, create, read, update, delete. So this one is create, update, public function update, so all these are the CRUD functions. You create, update, delete. So this is where we're going to pass on our functions. So let's go. And then when you are working with the Laravel, the roots. Okay, we have the root folder. This is where you redirect your links to where you want your specific user to go into. But now, if you want to use API, you are going to use the API functions there. So remember, initially that is where the links for APIs that are going to appear. So we are going to use this function. We are going to use this function. Okay, so root middleware API group. So this is not going to be resources, this is going to be posts API post controller. Okay, I normally use this other method. There's a method I normally like to use, post, where I use that, and then post controller plus. So for post controller class. So I find it much cleaner. So with that, we need to create, now we have created the post controller, we need to create a post model. PHP artisan make post model, PHP artisan make model, post model. Post model. As you can see, our model here, post model. So we are going to create a post model. Post model. So you have now the post model. You have the post controller, and then we have post migration. So with that, we had initially we were creating we had installed Laravel Breeze. If you reload your page right away, localhost 8000, you can see that you have the login. Okay, something is telling us that an array to string conversion somewhere. Okay, we can take a look at that. You can see where the problem is. Let me comment out on root first before control save. Let's save that and then reload our view. Okay, so you can register a user. User can log in. Let's do that. Let's just register a user. Give it a name and then password. We have given a user a username and password. So basically we are getting an error that a known database has not yet been created. So what we have to do, we are just going to write PHP artisan migrate. So it's going to ask us that mobile API database does not exist. We're going to give it a yes, and then it's going to create for us that database. Okay, we can go back and then we can reload. Trust me, it is going to create that user right away. So we have a dashboard here. So if you want to do some both the front end and back end for your API, you can do that. But we just want to concentrate on creating that API. So let's do some damage control. We are going to do this. First, we are going to create another controller called base controller. Another way you can create a controller, you can just do this. You can also use your file. Let's use a file controller. Let's just go to the controllers, and then on controllers you're also going to create a new folder, base controller.php. So also you have to know those types of sorry, have I created a file, or have I created yes, that is a base controller. So I'm just going to copy some of the features that are in there. This one, see, then I'm going to put it onto that. But now the name I'm going to give it is a base controller. It's a base controller. We had not copied everything, so we just have to copy also that. Control C. Oh, those two, yeah. Let's go back to our base controller, and then we are going to open and close. So that is our base controller. Control save. So we have a base controller that way. The way to go about it now, on the base controller, we are going to put some functions for responses. So we are going to create some functions, some responses, either a a positive response or a negative response. So we are going to just call it, the way I've just called it responses, we are just going to do that. Public function send response. Okay, so with that we are just going to create a response, and then the response either will be true, data, a success message, a data message, and the message. Okay, so we are going to create a response, a variable response. Response equals to those three types of response that we are going to create. Okay, so with that, and then also remember to close. Okay, just like that. If you save, it's still okay. Just okay. Response. Okay, so in that response we are going to have going to have success. We are going to have success, which is true. No, yeah, PHP, it's not just, it is just like they are using that. So we are going to have like 3 responses. Control C, let me just copy that, and then I'm going to replace. Okay, so the other one is going to be result. And then the last one is which is data. This is data. And then it's not, you are going to use com. I'm sorry, you're using that, not using this type of data, and then also that. Okay, and then this one is success, and then this one is message. So the reason why it is shouting here, we have to pass result here, and message, result and message. So message, and also the message here is message. Okay, message. So with that, and then return response, return response. It will be a JSON for response, which is a JSON. It is a JSON response either 200. JSON response 200. So with that, and then also we are going to send, if we also are going to get error message, the other one is going to be an error message. Sorry, I'm going to copy paste, but just going to change some functions. Function, this one is going to send error. Okay, send error, and then it will be error. Okay, error, and then error message, error messages, equals, it can be a string, it can be a collection, or just a code. Okay, so and then with a code. either a code which is 404, which means not found. So response here, it will be false. Success, it will be false. And then message here, it will be error. Sorry. And then if empty, so going to add an if statement here. If we just arrange it well, empty, error message, then going to have a response. Okay, response with the data. Okay, with the data equal error messages, and then return response, a JSON response, and code. Okay, code. So basically that's it. This one you have just not closed. So that is and then now this base controller is going to be we're going to use it on the post controller. So it's going to extend base controller, extend base controller. Okay, so with that, so that it's going to catch all those errors when we are having any problems with our CRUD functions. So as you can see, we are going to use the CRUD function index. So on CRUD index, we are going to call all posts from database is equals to post all. So guys, this is just the same way you're going to do on CRUD. On either you're using the Laravel live or just normal Laravel. There's no much change, but then this information is going to be returned as a JSON. So return this send response. So send response is from the base controller. So anything that has been, so basically by extension it is going to be posts to array. So to array, so that post to array, and then you are going to see that all the posts have been retrieved successfully. So you can have a success message. All posts have been received successfully. Post received successfully. It's not a variable at this point. It's just post. Okay, this is a message received successfully. So with that, we have the first response from post. Okay, we need to close it. So basically that is going to call all the posts from the post controller. So that is it. So we are going to do the same to CRUD functions. We are going to input. It's going to still go through the same process. So that's it. Just the first function remember to consider subscribing to our YouTube channel and hit that like button. Let's take a break and then we are going to meet on the next video. Cheers.